it's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and the grand reveal in Del Mar, California at the Collector's Garden. Whoa, okay, so Shelly had, some really great bones in her garden. I've been coming here for 5 years, just kind of working with a lot of the plants that she already had. She's super sentimental about things like, woody coprosma and scraggly sansevieria that I didn't really appreciate until I got deeper into this project, got to know her better, and really began to appreciate the sentimentality that these plants have and, the age that these plants have. And, so I began to appreciate, and then I began to add more collectibles for her throughout this space. Not tapestry, just specimens. And then she has so many tchotchkes. She has so many really cool little artifacts and pieces of fantastic things that she's picked up through her travels that people she loved have given her. I mean, even little pieces of travertine left over from a home remodel that I stuck in. And a really fun element here that I'd never worked with before is playground sand as a top dressing. This is what she had originally, and so I just keep layering it on. I keep throwing on little river rock pebbles, little white shells. I added some really, really beautiful tumbled glass this time around. And as I come in here year after year, I add more layers of stuff. And the garden is just getting better and better and better with time. We added mangaves this visit, 5 different varieties, new echeveria for her. Kevin's work. Thank you all so much for recognizing what a magnificent job Kevin did on the tip pots. And I just realized that we forgot to pull out this anti-syphilitica that had gone sideways, very dead. Remember, this client also had a bunch of pencil cactus and sticks on fire that she was ready to say goodbye to. So yes, Shelly's very sentimental, but at the same time, she's also practical. So I appreciate that. What was a really old, tired, near-dead citrus tree is now an aloe. Bainesii split head. She's got many of her collectible caudics and different type of plants around the circle. Hannah restaged her broken sun, and this is a little shovel that her husband walked through World War II with. It was his trench shovel. I mean, just really, really fantastic, interesting, special things that hold a lot of emotion. Now, I planted this little mammillaria in the pot head, thinking that this would be cranial matter. This would be the brain. She thought that was bizarre and weird and said, no, that's a top knot. So I said, you just let it be whatever you need it to be. That's fine with me. Gordon did a magnificent job of staging pots, mixed in some of our new collectibles, the adenium and the spiral cactus, with some of her favorites just in mixed medium pots. Still a couple of tchotchkes. We need a new shepherd's hook for that one. I don't know, did we show it yesterday, the after of the distance? We did, okay. Back here, the guys, we just went through and we spread out more sand. We cleaned up detritus. We Jackson Pollocked all of the rock, the pebbles, the shells. This got finished. Beautiful, beautiful restraint here with our McDouglii, our Ferox, our Yucca rostrata. We had brought in more boulders that we staged in here. We brought in a little soil to create some undulations. Greg ran irrigation to these poor petalanthus that weren't getting any, so they should, really leaf out beautifully. More of Gordon's staging. staging, staging, just so much to see, so much to look at. I mean, this pot of Cynthia Giddy is spectacular. Look at that stressed out color. And then just more, you know, we really haven't got into her Beaufain, fabulous, fabulous plant. We got this striata, was mixed in with a bunch of other things, and we just, actually Jeff, our volunteer, who is here again today, thank you Jeff, took everything out and just potted it as a specimen and top dressed it with these beautiful pebbles. We put new plants in her hanging baskets. Greg also ran irrigation to her lemon tree, so she doesn't have to hand water that anymore. Then over here, you know, more of her spectacular collectibles. We added a few new things that you may recognize from Planter's Paradise, our booby cactus and our Peruvianus crest, and that really, really bizarre euphorbia looking plant that gets the almost black Hoya-like flower on top. I'm not even going to pretend to remember what that is. But these are, you know, things that she's picked up at cactus and succulent sales throughout the years. You know, she's got terracotta pots mixed with really beautiful handmade pottery. You know, just such a fun, eclectic collection. And yeah, this is, I think, Echeverria Blue Sky that has just been there for years and kind of taken on its own, and we're celebrating it. The pot couldn't be a better pairing with that color plant. Yeah. This is a really, really interesting piece. This old shabby chic park bench with the beautiful upgraded pillows is such a neat garden accent. Look, I mean, the color on this Crassula ovata is just absolutely off the chain in her little shell with her simps. Woo! And look at this. Look at these simps. How cute. I planted these about 4 years ago. Look at these beautiful collectibles. Just absolute perfection. Kevin did a magnificent job redoing the table. Just, you know, everywhere you look in this garden, there are such beautiful, beautiful surprises. And slowly but surely, Shelley just keeps dialing it in, you know, taking out things that aren't working, adding things that are. Our quiver tree looks great. I staged a bunch of Talavera and some other fun things for her in this space. You know, and then like this Trigona, you know, clearly this is not going to be sustainable here long term, but that's okay. We can dig it up, break it up, reset it, spread parts around. No fuss, no muss. All right, now for the piece de resistance, the new Laura Eubanks Team DFS completed succulent tapestry. Okay, what I added today was burgundy 3/8, the little tiny lava rock cinders, not the bigger clunky 3/4, but the smaller, which has been really hard to find lately, guys. And I have also added creva, white creva, all through the top. Then I sprinkled on some beautiful pieces of tumbled glass, fire glass. I got some pieces of chunky jade rock, Oro Vista jade rock. Pulled in some of the client's treasured shells. We completed, of course, the flagstones yesterday so that she would have access to the hose. Greg and Hannah worked on getting this all irrigated today. And then over here on this side, this is the original OG tapestry that we spent just about an hour dialing in on day one. And so today we just added more Kriva and some little jade pebbles and some more seashells. A few more of her little special collectible pieces went into this area as well. Greg also repaired her fountain. It needed a new pump, so he got that working for her again. It has the most pleasant sound. So, and when she's in the house and she cracks open a window, it's just a lovely sound of running water. Then some of her collectible plant material here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was 4 days, guys, with a crew of 5. And of course, Jeff came in and volunteered for 2 days, which was really, really clutch. If any of you are in the San Diego or Los Angeles area and you'd like to volunteer a day or more with Team DFS, be sure and let me know by going to my website at designforserenity.com and hitting the submission button. Send me an email. And that's the best way to get me so that I can talk to you about your interest in learning and watching and participating with this fun team. So that's it for today. We're going to be doing some fun one-offy kind of videos for the foreseeable future because we are going to be in the process of moving. So maybe as soon as tomorrow, Greg and I can show you the new yard in Vista. I think we're going to go over there and meet with our new landlords tomorrow. So we'll see if that works out. In the meantime, get out in your gardens, have fun. I hope you've all been inspired. You inspire me every day. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your grand reveal and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.